Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. Blacks and Team Blacksmith. The TBG. It's all good, my man. I will see you back in here soon. Thanks for chiming in and listening, man. And I appreciate you for dropping that info on IG. Uh, I could not stop laughing. Thomas, my brother from another. What's going on? What's going on? It's good to see you on here. I got to give you a call this weekend, man, so we can talk about a few things. All right, so I'll get a little bit more time for people to join in. Grand Oso, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Check some things out. David, strategic work. Good evening, guys. What's going on? Oh, that's a good one, Dave. Ah, that's a tough one. STI Combat Master. That's like an investment right there. But with regards to performance wise, the Staccato XL limited edition, yeah, performance wise, that would be the one for me. Staccato Dan, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Oh, Dan, oh, you changed the name. What's up, cousin? Oh, cousin, how you doing? Appreciate you joining. My man Trayvon, #1 dope instructor. Good to see you on here, man. Thanks for your support, man. Got you on LinkedIn. Stay connected on that end as well, my brother. Appreciate you, man. All right. Get a couple more minutes. All right, so to my members of the YouTube channel, we got some giveaways. We got a lot of giveaways for tonight. So I'll wait for everyone to join. If you're a member, you're in for a treat, a couple of treats. Going to be dropping a lot of money tonight. But I do got some guests joining me as well. Let's see. Hope you guys are ready for a great discussion and topic. Rick G, what's up, my man? Appreciate you for joining. Free Rod Hell Driver, I love that name. From Switzerland, man, appreciate. Whoa, my man, Staccato Dan, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna be hitting you up later, man. Oh, send me some info at my email address. Staccato Dan, send me your info on my email address up there. We're gonna talk, man. I got something for you, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your support, man. Thank you. Agent 2 down, #1 from day one. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining. We got here Sugar Bear. The Rafferty. Oh, wow. Long year, but man, that Rafferty Lucky Charm. Man, that's going to be a nice pickup. Congratulations on that. Whoa, damn. Wow. Okay. That's what's up, my man. Oh, man, we going to be talking. Seriously, we're going to be talking. Hit me up with your info, man. Please. That is greatly appreciated. All right, guys. So we got 5 minutes in. Give it like 2 more minutes. Then we'll introduce our guest. God bless you too, man. Thank you so much. Man, the support is unbelievable. Subscribers, members, it goes without saying, I may have to do a non-member giveaway. Average Shooter, what's up? What's up, my brother? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, man. David, thank you very much, sir. Really? Wow. Wow, that's wow, someone let it go for $6,300? A Combat Master? Man, that man. Yeah, you just profited. You just got a profit of probably like $5,000-$6,000 on that one. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Tactical Tina, Jose, how's it going, my man? Good to see you on here. Appreciate you, man. Wow, that is something. Silverback, thanks for joining. Appreciate you, man. Glad you're here. Like I said, for our members, we got a lot of giveaways for tonight. I think I'm gonna do one non-member giveaway, but I think all my giveaways, everyone should be able to receive. No gun giveaways tonight. Yeah, no gun giveaways tonight. I'll probably do that for another time. 2ANLA, fam. What's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. Yes, we are in the building, definitely. Thanks for joining. Like I said, for our members, we're going to have a lot of giveaways for tonight. It's going to get a little ridiculous. My guests are going to have to hold me back from doing too much for tonight. All right, guys, so we're going to get started just for the interest of time. Like I said, for the topic for tonight, the 211 Craze and what's next. Now, I only got into collecting and everything else probably like 4.5 years ago. But we all know STI Staccato was kind of what was the start of the 2011 or the double stack 1911, where everything just springboarded from there. But as far as the next double stack 1911s, the price kept going up. It never seemed to want to go the other direction. So, you got of course, the Infinities, the Atlas, of course, the Masterpiece Arms, you got Nighthawk, the list goes on and on. But then introducing Bull Armory. Now, they were the only ones, in my opinion, that came under the Staccato price point that actually was a solid double stack 1911. And that was probably the best one you could get under the price point of a Staccato. And they were holding their own there for a while. And then you had, who's the other one? Then you have Rock Island Armory. Now, they tried to step outside the 1911 game and get into the double stack with, what was that? The M1911A2. They should have stayed, in my opinion, they should have stayed in their lane. But again, they came down where you can actually get that one for less than $1,200. But it really didn't make a mark out there, in my opinion. So a lot of people were still on the Staccato phase or well into Staccatos or guns that were well above the price of a Staccato. But where's everything going now? That's the biggest question. Where's everything going? And the best thing now, everything's going the other direction. And who broke the mold with that? And that was Springfield Armory with the Prodigy, the DS 1911. That got everything started. So I'm going to stop right there. And that's the direction we're going to go in tonight. We're going to talk about a lot about Staccato, all the higher-end guns. But again, we're going to start talking about the guns that's really making an impact in the double stack 1911 space, where people are getting into, and like I said, they're making some noise right now, and people are taking notice. So with that, I'm going to introduce my first, hold on, a couple more shout outs. Letho, hey, how's it going, my man? Thanks for joining. Mook Tisas, hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining. We got here Trayvon, thanks for joining, man. I got to throw you on the wheel, my brother. You're gonna got some nice giveaways. All right, guys. So my first guest that I'm bringing on, we connected a couple of months ago. This guy's been out there doing some great reviews. So I'm gonna put all of this information at the end of the stream. The links to his YouTube page, Instagram page, the one and only the Armchair Operator. Welcome aboard, my brother. Thanks for joining.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody this evening?
Now, a lot of people that don't know you, I'd like give a little background on yourself with regards to your IG page, YouTube, and what kind of reviews you do.
Okay, cool. So I basically review everything. I talk about new stuff, used stuff, high-end stuff that I could afford, low-end stuff that's more so for everybody. I've been in the gun world for about 20 years now, but I've only really been doing reviews for about the past couple years. And the main thing for me was just to share my knowledge and my journey with everybody. You know, kind of get out of my own echo chamber a little bit, stretch myself a little bit, network, and meet some great folks. So here I am, a couple years doing what it do, you know?
All right, that's what's up. So Armchair Operator is going to bring a different perspective. Like I say, he reviews everything. He probably shot, I'm not going to say low end because that's a negative term that we don't want to use. The more price friendly, more affordable double stack 1911s that's out there, and non-1911 double stack 1911s that's out there that's making a lot of noise right now. And like I said, so everything's going to be all positive discussion. You know, there are always going to be some pros and cons with everything that we're going to talk about tonight. So we're open up for that. All right. So there we go. Tactical Tina, cost effective. Great word to use. Cost effective. Rob, thanks for joining, my man. Appreciate you. Who else is on here? Ramsey. I missed your name. All right, guys. My next guest is my main man, number one, day one from the shooting team, my man Ricky from RN Tactical. Welcome on board, my brother.
Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? Thank you, Mike, for inviting me tonight.
Nah, thank you, man, for joining. Appreciate
how you guys
man.
doing tonight?
Good, man.
I just want to give a shout out to Ricky and the rest of the team, Blacksmith, and especially our new members. We got Travis King, TK King. He's new to the team. Of course, Greg Fuller from Fuller Mag Defense, and of course, the one and only Quasi Asante. We got the range therapist who's joining the team out of Florida. And last but not least is Trent Bennett from Triple F TV out of Alabama. He's going to be joining Team Blacksmith shooting team. Like I said, we got a lot of big things coming up and going on. I'm telling you, it's going to get ridiculous. Like I said, all right, I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm going to leave that alone. But Rick, I appreciate you, man. All that you bring to the team, your knowledge, your expertise about shooting. You've been teaching me a lot over the last couple of years. You know, you had to slap me in the back of the head a couple of times with some stuff. So I appreciate you keeping me on point. Yeah, Mr. Bull Terror. Thanks for joining, man. Crashing Sucks. Thanks for joining in. Letho, new member. Appreciate you, man, for joining. Yeah, range therapist. Yeah, that guy's solid, man.
Yeah, that guy is. He knows what he's doing, bro.
Crazy.
He's a solid shooter.
Yeah, he's going to bring a lot of experience and training to the whole team. So that's going to be huge. Yeah. Yang K, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Oh man, you're gonna get into the discussion, man. Trust me, you will. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. 10 mil Mondo. Jay, Ramsey J. Okay. All right, guys, to keep this moving, so we can get this discussion started. Like I said, this guy needs no introduction. I mean, he's the one that got me into the double stack 1911s and got me on that Staccato 2011 collection thing. And like I said, we just been working together, coming up with different ideas on how to move forward with what we're doing in the 2A community. how we can get back, how we can do more for each other in this space, and eliminate the separation that sometimes happen between all of us. Life gets in the way. We all have our own projects, own things going on, but the one thing that we are trying to do is, have a closer knit community with regards to us being on the East Coast. Whether you're up here in Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York, all the way down to Florida, Team Blacksmith is going to be stretching out across the country. That's the goal. The ultimate goal is to bring people. No, it's not under me, and that's the one thing I want to get people away from. It's Team Blacksmith. It's not Mr. Blacksmith. Team Blacksmith is if it's going to be the flagship. People want to identify, the new our shooting team under. That's who it's going to be. It's not under Mr. Blacksmith. Team Blacksmith is the name of the shooting team, the name of the brand, and that's what everyone's going to be recognized as, Team Blacksmith. And I know a lot of people call me Mr. Blacksmith, but it's definitely Mr. Blacksmith. But Team Blacksmith is the brand, and it's going to signify just a solid brotherhood. And hopefully, we have some ladies that will join the team at a future date. But when I say brotherhood, that means brotherhood in all sense of the word. The whole 2A community is the brotherhood and sisterhood. So I just want to make that clear for anybody who's interested in joining the team or being sponsored by Team Blacksmith. We're looking for people that are motivated, skilled. If you're an instructor, if you're a competition shooter, hit us up. You got to go through a process. Not that easy. We got some high-level shooters that are going to keep me on point to who's coming on the team. So big ups to them. All right, so without a doubt, without no further delay, the one and only Frank Bank, my man from the Bunker Gun Shop team and channel sponsor. This guy right here is the real deal. If you haven't checked out the Bunker Gun Shop, like I said, the Life with OB video where they did the Bunker Gun Shop review, the best gun shop in Pennsylvania, hands down, in my opinion. I don't think anyone can take that title away from the Bunker Gun Shop, and Frank being just that guy you go to when you go to the shop, outside of Chris, who's the owner, but Frank, those two guys, like dynamic duo in there. So Frank, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you, man. This is going to be a great discussion tonight.
No problem, my brother. What's going on, guys? You know what I mean? Ready for this conversation tonight because I'm going to challenge you guys with some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ricky, it's been a while. I ain't seen you. What's up, my brother?
Yeah, man. Frank, how you doing, brother?
I can't complain. So let's get this started, Mike. What you got
right
for us?
Colin, thanks for joining. Okay. All right. So, like I said, the Staccato 2011, like I said, started it all, the double stack STI. You had the DVC, and then you get into the Staccato XC, and Frank, I'm sure you won't disagree with me. The Staccato XC is the best. It's the flagship of the Staccato.
Absolutely.
Like the XL is nice. Even the XL limited edition with the island barrel is nice, and it shoots great. But in my opinion, the XC is still the king of Staccato. I don't think they can't surpass the XC unless they start doing some other stuff to it. But why change something that's absolutely perfect? In my opinion.
I say this to people every single day. I mean, we sold our last XC today. We probably go through 6, 7 of them a month. But looking at the XC now and all its greatness compared to everything else that's coming out right now, it is now a cost-effective 2011 that's comp compared to everything else that's out there right now. You know what I mean? It's the only thing coming in under $4,500 right now. So what we're talking about, where budget 2011s or budget double stack 1911s, the XC is now in that category, which is insane to say at this point or whatever, because you're still spending $42.99 for that gun. ASAP, you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That junk could get a little crazy over there, but it is a great gun. And once you start shooting it, it's going to make you want to get into other 2011 style guns, and even like 27 loud guns, 2011 double stack guns like the Watchtower Apache. It's a little bit under that, but it's not as known yet. But it is the king still, as far as I'm concerned. You know,
Okay. Oh, we got a
Mike
couple.
doesn't agree with me.
Got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
We all got our favorites. Hey, I would never give up my XC, not
Same.
for anything. Even if you double the price, I'm still keeping my XC.
Facts.
But like I said, now that's the whole craze. Now everywhere you turn, there's a double stack 1911 falling out of every place. Everyone's getting into the game. So when I say what's next, like I said, all the price points 5 or 6 years ago was going up and up to infinity level, $10,000-$12,000 for double stack 1911. And like I said, the quality and the build, customer service, it was all there for some of them. Some were falling short. And some to me were like money grabs. Let's throw something out there, put a big price tag and say, hey, double stack 1911, and try to coin it restrictive phrase, which Staccato owns. And people are going for it. Hey, if they say, hey, this is just as well as Staccato 2011, and I can spend $1,000 less, let me buy it. And unfortunately, some of them fell really short, and it was really disappointing. And to me, it was putting a bad stain on the double stack 1911s, where people were actually putting the work in and putting the quality in the build. But now we get into the lower and cost-effective not double stack 1911s, and that is what's next out there in the market. And now we're going to go through a list of the more cost-effective ones for individuals that want to get into the double stack 1911 gun game, if you want to call it that, that doesn't want to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and on up on a double stack 1911 or even a Staccato 2011. But nothing against the higher end guns. They are great. The quality is there. But again, we can't be dismissive of the more cost-effective guns. Is the quality built the same? Not on all of them, but does it run? Does it shoot? Does it shoot flat? And I could say honestly, they do. Now, do I have a lot? No, I have some Prodigies. Prodigy was my thing. I may get into the other ones, and Ricky will start. And Ricky and Armchair Operator and Frank will get into those right there. So the first one I'm going to throw out, let me see which one we're going to talk about first. Let's talk about the Apollo 11.
There you go.
Who wants to be the first on that one?
Well, I mean, you want to start?
So I haven't shot the Apollo 11 personally. I've held it. I've dry fired it. It's kind of interesting to me. But when I look at 2011s and that price point, my mind says like, okay, what exactly am I looking at here? I'm not looking at a Staccato. I'm not looking at an Infinity. I'm not looking at any of those type of guns. Like I already have a mindset in mind when I'm looking at this thing. So I look at it based on other guns in this price point. So the Live Free Armors was at just under a stack. So what are some other guns that are in that price point? Like maybe like a VP9 or something. It's not a 2011, but it's similarly priced or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, okay, well, does it work? And that's what most people want to know. They want to buy something whenever they buy, they want it to work, they want it to run. Once you can establish that it works as it's designed, and if you want to trick it out, then you could think about, okay, maybe I'll port it. Maybe I'll throw an aluminum grip module on there. Maybe I'll get a trigger job or something like that. So I look at it. I don't compare something like that to a Staccato because it's two completely different tiers. But I look at other guns in this class. So if I'm looking at a Live Free Armory, I'm looking at kind of the OG budget-minded gun, which is the Prodigy. And I usually base stuff on that. So if I'm talking budget, the Prodigy is kind of my baseline, the Prodigy and below. That's just me. Okay. And I kind of look at everything versus that gun since it kind of like kicked the door open to more affordable 20.
All right, now
Okay.
when I was at SHOT Show, I got a chance to handle rack, pull the trigger on the majority of the more cost-effective, budget-friendly. Thank you, 2A. Double stack 1911s. That's where my collection gets in the way of me honestly giving these guns a fair shot or a fair opinion on how they will perform based on how it feels. But the Apollo 11, like I said, was the fitment, slide to frame fit on a level of the other guns? No. But did it rack smoothly? Was the action good? I was like, absolutely it was. But Frank can talk about the Apollo 11. Well, what's your opinion on the Apollo 11, Frank?
So, from a retail standpoint, the Apollo 11 is outperforming all the other budget or cost-effective 20 double stack 1911s out there. I mean, to be honest with you, after like messing around with it for a couple of days, uh, I would actually buy it over a Springfield Prodigy. I mean, that's just me. I mean, maybe not the 3-inch new Prodigy that just came out, but the older one, absolutely. I mean, Springfield's definitely getting their quality controls together, but I think that this lead-free Armory Apollo 11 is a contender, and I think that for the price point, after you shoot it for a little while, and if you want to customize it and make it your own gun, because it is yours and it should fit and suit you or whatever, it shouldn't look like everybody else's gun. um it's actually it's great, and I can't keep one in stock for more than a day or two. Once we post that we have it, we got guys coming and calling, hey, can you hold it for me, can you hold it? I'm like, hey, I only have two or three, and I got a line, I love it a lot, and I wish that one of you guys came up and grabbed one and did a review on it, and you understand why I like it so much and why it has become so popular. Just fresh out the gate, like my guy Tim saw it. He said, "Man, I'm gonna bring this in because it makes sense financially for a lot of people who wanted to get into the game who didn't want to spend, even $1,700 on a used Staccato that we always have in stock or whatever." I can't say anything bad about it, to be honest with you.
Okay, so we got a question from Silverback. Now, I gave a review on the Masterpiece Arms. Now, it's not better than Staccato, but on its, if you look at it just on its own, Masterpiece Arms is making a statement in the market right now. The quality, their base model with a metal grip, and everything else on top of that, a great metal trigger, pin grip safety, the action. I mean, look, the one I got, the DS9 TC, like I said, if you're looking to get something that's $1,000 or whatever, $1,200 cheaper than a Staccato, hey, that's your gun. I'm telling you, that's your gun. But if you want to save up for Staccato, save up for Staccato. But look, Masterpiece Arms is doing their thing right now, so they can't be. You can't sleep on them. Cannot sleep on them.
No, you can't. It's just the one thing with Masterpiece Arms is that front sight is just insane. It's like a shark's fin. It's so sharp or whatever. If you purchase one, you just get the optics ready one without the front sight. I'm telling you, you'll save yourself a lot of pain because that front sight is brutal.
Yeah.
And if you're not careful with it, you can slice your hand wide open with it. Just to be honest.
All right. So, we got a little statement here. Right. Also, Masterpiece Arms is a hair above the XC. All right, I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna take that down real quick.
Just a hair.
Uh-oh.
I knew that was gonna be a good one. No,
Uh-oh.
like I said, the Masterpiece Arms it's nice. I'm telling you, it's nice. It's nice. Major Havoc, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Dress to Kill Tay. What's up, my man? Thanks for joining. Like I said, we're gonna talk about the more budget-friendly double stack 1911s that's out on the market because that's what's next out there. So people don't have to spend $3, $4, $5, $6,000. I always tell people, I'm a collector. I like to collect certain guns because I'm always curious on they build them, how they run. And that's just me. I said, don't confuse my collection with something that you believe you have to do. If you can afford it, great. If you can't, look, don't kill yourself trying to get some $6,000, $7,000 gun. Like I said, if you're a collector, by all means, do it. But if you have the money, do what you want to do with your money. If you got $7,000, get a Staccato, get a Masterpiece Arms, get a Apollo 11, and get some of the other guns that we're going to talk about tonight. You get like 5 or 6 guns, and you'll have your collection there. And like I said, the ones we're going to talk about tonight are some good pickups. All right, so the next one, and like I said, Major Havoc may like this one. He just gave a review on it, I believe. The Alpha Foxtrot Romulus. So now I got to handle that at SHOT Show. I never got to shoot it. I was impressed with the quality of it. The grip, like I said, for the price point, I was like, okay, this is a good one. I do like it. I did like the comp model better than the other ones. I'm a comp person. But yeah, I think in the space that it came in, it was priced right. The quality was there. Like I said, any other feedback on that, Frank?
So I've only seen one in person. I don't have any in stock. We don't carry them as of yet. But for me, it felt like a Prodigy after you send it out to have like the minimum amount of work done to it, or if you started to tinker around with it at home. Again, I didn't get a chance to shoot it. It felt good in the hand. I'm hoping to carry this line very, very soon. I mean, at $1,500, I can't say, even though, and everybody here knows how I feel about Prodigies or whatever, I can't say I would buy it over one right away, to be honest with you. Okay. I have to fire it in order to say it, but just fit and finish with the new Prodigies that have been coming out lately from Springfield, I can't say that I love this gun over that one, being as I only handled it one time. And it was a customer's gun, so I really couldn't like manipulate it the way I wanted to.
And like I said, when we talk about the Prodigy, like I did a Prodigy project, a couple of review videos on that, a couple of upgrades. Now, I don't think Springfield knew what they were doing when they created the Prodigy. But what they created with that is a base model that you can upgrade like crazy.
Yes.
New grip, new internals, porting. I mean, that gun is just that gun for that. And I don't think they knew they were even doing that. They thought they were just getting into the gun space and, hey, we got a double stack 1911 you get for $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. But now that thing is just taking off. The modifications that I'm seeing, even the ones I've done so far, look, you can get that gun running just as well as some of the higher end guns for all under $2,000. Maybe if you buy a used one for like $800 to $1,000, throw another $500 on that. You got a new grip, maybe new internals. If you want to port it, and probably another $500 or $600, $700 on top of that, $1,700. You got an amazing gun.
Especially for a compensated gun that's coming in under that. I mean, where else are you going to get that? I mean, like you just said, if you get into the only thing that's close to it, I mean, it's not really anything in that price point until you jump up to 38, 4,200. You know what I mean? Or even if you were to find an XC used, you're still not going to get it for under $3,000. I mean, it is what it is. Again, I was able to have the when it came in, it was the 4.25 bull barrel model. I didn't see the actual comp one yet, but like I said, I'm hoping to get these guns in very soon. Just stay tuned for that. You'll see it on all our social media platforms, and when we do get it in. But you held it. I don't know how you other guys feel about it, but it's a good looking gun. But to be all the way honest, there are not too many 2011 staccatos or double stack 1911 everything else that are not attractive guns. You know what I mean? It's just it's not like looking at a Glock 19. Like no matter what you put on a Glock 19, it's a Glock 19. It is what it is.
That's true. But
Yeah. Unless it's a tearing Glock 19, you know what I mean? That's a little bit different.
Pterodactyl like I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, all right, so I'm gonna jump right to this gun now. It's not double stack 1911. I mean, it's not a Staccato, but I know this is Ricky's. He loves this gun, the CZ Shadow.
Yes, sir.
Now the CZ Shadow, my first CZ, I got the CZ 75 SPO1, single action, double action. That thing had like a 16-pound trigger pull. I mean, that thing was ridiculous. It turned me off from it until I shot Ricky CZ. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Rick,
it's definitely.
talk to me the CZ, man. What do you like about the CZ and what they bring to
What I like about the CC is I can say that it's a simple gun, right? It is a very, very, very accurate gun. Like definitely you will see like it's a heavy gun, so technically the recoil is like 0 to nothing. I will say that I can compare like if you shoot in that CC, you close your eye, you will feel like it's ported because the recoil is minimum. It's a very, very flat shooting gun. And you see how I do it. When I use it in a competition, Mike, most of the time that gun is super flat. And I don't know. For me, I think that's one of the best gun. My opinion, one of the best steel gun, not double stack 1911 out there.
Yeah. Okay, Frank.
No, I said I would have to agree. I mean, uh, I love it. I mean, as right now, I think the CZ Shadow 2 Compact is the gun of the year of
Yep.
2024. I mean, just hands down. It was
Yeah.
nothing better than that gun that came out last year. I mean, close second, and I love Staccato, was the CS. But the availability of the mags at that time kind of killed the gun. I mean, for us, but I absolutely think that the Shadow 2 Compact for what you got, it basically killed the DWX compact. It was just it's an
Yeah.
unbelievable gun for the price point, and you could do so much with it. You know, even if you got down and you wanted to customize it and send it out to Cajun Gunworks to have the trigger done, it was a fantastic gun. And I
Yeah.
don't think anything in the combat compact space that came out last year was superior to it. Just
And
me
the thing is
personally.
that right out of the box, that gun can do it all, man. Like I said, like
Hmm.
right out of the box. Like I'm moving 2 division with my same gun so far, and I got 0 customization to it. It's all factory.
Let's call you the
Yeah.
Iron Man when you go to competitions when you're shooting your irons. I'm like, man, this guy's killing it with irons. But
Yeah.
so Tina, I do have a comp Prodigy. It was a comp by Skips Guns, Scott. And I tell you, it definitely shoots much flatter than the original. Now Scott really upgraded my Prodigy. Yeah, that thing. And like I said, I haven't got to shoot the factory comp Prodigy, but when I went to the bunker gun shop, Frank threw one in my hands. I was like, whoa, they really stepped their game up with these new generations that they're coming out with, and those comps are not to be ignored. The build, the quality is definitely there now.
Yes. It is. It is, and even that Cerakote they did the FDE it was an amazing job. I'm not even gonna lie. It was. They are stepping it up, but again, I mean that new 3-inch that they brought out just recently. I haven't. I mean, I've had a few in. I haven't had a chance to fire that one, but again, it's in my opinion, it's as far as the compact version of anything that you would compare to a double stack 1911, the CZ Shadow 2 is the winner for last year. I know the armchair operator held it a few times when he came in the shop or whatever. I'm not even, I can't remember if he bought one or not, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I already know Ricky knows what I'm talking about. Because
Yeah.
every time I see Ricky, he's like, hey, Frank, well, you know, what CZ you got for me or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I still got that P01. You gotta see how I got it now, brother.
Yeah, you got to stop up and say hello. I ain't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
All right, so just to get an idea of like I know me and Armchair Operator, we're M&P fans. I
Hey,
love
that's
M&P
what I
line.
carry every day.
Now, just to touch on Armchair Operator, when you got your Staccato XC, your first couple of shots on that, and you had to compare it to every other gun, and I'm just using that as a baseline to relate to his experience when he moved from that platform to Staccato 2011, the XC. What was that feeling when you got that type of gun in your hand?
It's next level. Because I already had the Staccato P for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running that when I first ran it. I was like, oh, this thing is a nice little tank driver. That's what's up. I get the XC. And Frank warned me. He warned me. I get the XC. I put the first shots through this out. I literally paused. Was like, oh no. Put the gun down. I was like, this right here.
Mm-hmm.
He was right.
Yeah.
It is definitely like, I think it was either you or 2A in LA said that is definitely the gateway drug to the higher end 2011s. And I remember when I had the XC that day when you and I we was at the range and and your Infinity and your, I think it was the Sand Viper, right?
Right, yeah.
And I could tell the difference between the three. And it's like the collector in me still wants the Sand Viper. Don't get it wrong. It's a sexy gun. But pound for pound or ounce for ounce, I'm picking the XC all day. And the reason why I say that, it is not just the cost. Let me just clarify. The return to zero on the XC is a bit better. And I say that because Mike and I have like the same sights and the same lights on them. So apples to apples comparison, I'm like, I got to go with the XC. Yep. It's just cost is just an added value in the sense, you know. And sometimes I try to talk about like the value for the dollar in my comparisons. And it's like, okay, how much value are you getting per dollar spent when you're looking at two guns? And it's kind of hard because the Terran name carries so much weight.
Right.
But if you're looking at the performance between the two, the fit and the finish, it's just like that price is just, I gotta go with XC all day long if I can afford.
And I you already know I agree with you, but to the armchair operator, we talked about that. You had the XC, but then you came in one day and you grabbed that Tisas, the 1911 Night Stalker double stack with the threaded barrel, which I thought was a great gun. You know what I mean? For that $849 or whatever it was, or $749 or whatever it was, it was an amazing gun. And I mean, I got a chance to get a couple rounds down range on it, maybe a mag or two or whatever. No, I think it was like two mags, and I was impressed with it. And for a sub $1,000 gun, I mean, you couldn't go wrong, and you could do a lot of things to it. I mean, I didn't really feel as though you needed to. But I mean, you bought it, you shot it for a while, and you traded it back in just recently. I would just love to know exactly how you felt about it. I mean, I saw the review, but for the guys who didn't see your review.
Yeah, of course. So just like you said, that's a great gun for the money. And not just because it's a more affordable double stack 1911. It runs. It has a good trigger. It's about in the 5-poundish range, so it's not like it's going to blow your doors off or anything like that. It's not super heavy. It's good for what it is. It has a threaded barrel, so you can run a can on it, or if you want to get like a threaded compensator, if they have it for that, you want it, you can do it. I think a gun like that is a great for someone who's curious about the double stack 1911 game, and they want to get their feet wet, but they don't want to break the bank. That could be their gateway drug in the sense. It's just like, okay, I got the Tisas. This is cool. Maybe I might want to step it up to a Live Free Army, or maybe I want to step it up to an Alpha Foxtrot Romulus. And the great thing about those lower cost options is that it opens the market to more people. And I think that's probably the biggest reason why 2011s are like popping up out of nowhere, because more people are getting introduced to it, and more people are like, well, damn, I'm gonna save up my money and get a Bull Armory or a Staccato. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree. And I was talking about this with Mike earlier. I think that with these more these more budget friendly guns allows people to get into this space and also spend money where it really counts it as far as training is concerned, because you can have all these guns, you can have the infinities, you can have all these other high-end guns, the Nighthawks and all that, but without the proper training, I mean, you still just have a paperweight. And with
Exactly.
these more budget friendly 2011 style guns, you can actually take that gun out, spend money on ammo, train, and understand what you're shooting, how to shoot, and the difference between, say, shooting something like this platform compared to a single stack 1911 and 45, a Glock, a HK, or whatever it is that you normally would shoot, a carry, a Smith and Wesson. I mean, the training is the key. And I was talking with the I forget his name right now. Um, the tactical bearded dad. We talk on Instagram from time to time, but I watch him. He trains all the time. Major Havoc. I just met him the last podcast. I really like you, brother. I know you're watching it right now. But you shoot. You shoot 3, maybe 4,000 rounds. I forgot what you said, a week or whatever. You could, the guys who want to shoot that much but can't afford it after you spend $4,000-5,000 for a gun. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. All you have is a gun that's just sitting in the safe queens. And for some people, I mean, that works, but not for the everyday customer that's coming inside the bunker gun shop and they want to go out and shoot. And I think that these new platforms allow people to go out and shoot.
That's true. And like I said, when I first started collecting, start seeing these guns, and when I got the XC shooting that gun, I was like, wow, that it was so easy to shoot. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for competitions. Ready for competition. Had that red dot on there. Had my tactical light ready to go, and didn't know crap about zeroing a dot. Everything else, trigger pull, trigger weight, and everything else. And like I said, it was a mess. But like I said, after a couple of guns and some more training, I finally got it. But still a long road to competition shooting. That's why I surround myself with people that know more than me. That's Frank. That's my man Ricky from Art Tactical, Quasi now, range therapist. The list goes on and on with the team. It's just going to get better. So surround yourself with greater people than yourself. That's how you pull yourself up to be greater. They can only inspire you to do better. So, okay. So before we go on, we got another list. I want to do the first giveaway. All right. So I'm just kick this off right away. The first member giveaway is 1,000 rounds of 124 grain 9mm. All right.
There you go.
All right. So let's some sharing here. All right. So we got the wheel there. I added some two last comers to the member, Litho and Trayvon, #1 dope instructor. All right, so 1,000 rounds of ammo up first. Oh, cousin, you got the 1,000 rounds of ammo.
There you go.
Congratulations, Siege Talks. That is awesome. So you're local. So like I said, we could probably meet up or I can have it shipped out to you either way. But awesome. Congratulations, Siege Talk, for the first giveaway. 1,000 rounds of 124 grain ammo. I'm sticking with 124. Thanks, Frank, for getting me straight after. It only took me 3-4 years. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, 3-4 years.
Yeah, 115 out of those bull barrels is amazing.
So congratulations, Siege. If you want it shipped out to you, I'm going to post my email address again that you can send me your info. Sorry, get this up here while I'm doing this. All right. So send me info. I can have that shipped out to you, or we can meet up. It's up to you. Like I said, I think you have my number, but let me know how you want to work that. All right. So let's move on to the two ones that Frank's been getting on my case about, wanting me to buy, and also my man Ricky is the Tisas, and we'll move on to the Mac 9, but let's touch on the Tisas first. So
Tisas.
Rick, what's your hold on, did I say that right? Tisas? Tisas.
Yeah, Tisas. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Rick, you start off with that one, man. Now I know you have I know you have it in front of you. We was talking about it earlier, but don't
Yeah.
show it. I ain't getting
I
shut
know,
down
bro.
again. I ain't
Yeah.
getting shut down. But so what was the price point on that one for you?
So when I bought it, I was able to pick it up under $600.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can say, I think it's a great gun for the price. It's a great gun for the price. It's a good 2011 double stack, I would say. So it's like kind of it's a great gun, like Frank was saying. It's that gun that will get you into the double stack 1911. But one after you shoot it, it will make you hunger, and it will show. It will. It's hard to explain, but technically, it will show you how great the double stack 1911 will be. So it will make you hunger to go for better ones. But for me, like as a new person in the 2011 area or 1911 double stack area, I think it's a great gun. It shoots, it do the job, and I still have it. I still don't have not even a single hiccup. So I did my thing, I did a marble cut and chain spring, full length guy rod, and that's light. It's like butter, and the gun shoots. It just shoots. Never. It will not compare to the level as a Prodigy, but on 19 level double stack, I will say it's a fun gun to shoot.
Okay.
Definitely, it
Now,
is.
when you first got it, did you feel as though you had to make modifications to it?
Not at all, man. When I first got it, I just pulled it out of the box, went to the range, pulled like 100 rounds to it. Nothing, bro. I just did it because just for fun.
And so with like customer feedback, what's your view on it at the bunker, Frank?
So it's a gateway gun. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I have I have a very good customer, and I also consider him a friend. We're gonna call him GC. I know he's probably going to see this or whatever. Shout out to him. He was strictly a Glock guy, and I get it because I carry a Glock every single day or whatever. I carry one for 22 years in my past profession, and I will say that after he purchased his first the 2011 carry double stack 9 millimeter from Tisas, he came back, told me how great it ran. He had no problems, and he came back and then he bought a Apollo 11, and now he's looking at the Mac 9 or whatever. So he's doing the building blocks. He's going step by step and increasing and the quality of the guns. And this is what this space is allowing to happen. I've never had, other than the one that the armchair operator traded in, but I understood why he traded in. He got something a lot better for that one, and it was cool, whatever. But that was the only one out of the 12 to 13 that I got in that I actually got back on the trade
Okay.
because
Yeah.
people love that gun. And it's like I said, and if you want to modify these guns, you can. Like I know, I watch a lot of Major Havoc's videos now, and he has some really, really great custom guns, like with the ports and all that other stuff. And as a retailer, I'm not customizing a lot of my guns. I am selling a lot of guns, and I'm steering people to you guys' pages to see exactly how they want to build their guns out. I don't do a lot of customizing. I don't have a gunsmith inside that could do anything like that. But this gun is a seller. I mean, right now I'm sold out. I'm waiting for them to send me some more. I'm gonna be all the way honest. Guys walk right inside and say, "Oh, I mean, they have it for what is it, 7.99 on their page. I'm a little bit cheaper than that. So guys come in and be like, oh, I got $600 or whatever. I could go ahead and buy this, and it's going to get, and it's right next to the Staccato case, and they look at it and they say, oh God, it's just like that, but it's like a quarter of the price. And I was like, yeah, but it's not the same gun, but It's a fun gun. You know, I don't know if I would carry it every day as like personal protection. I mean, you know, I got a Glock for that, to be all to be honest. But customer feedback has been great.
All right. So before we go on, I want to give a shout out to my double stack 1911 winner, Gina versus Gina out of Ohio. Congratulations again for winning the Coast and Arms COS 21. Hope you're enjoying it. You're loving it. You're using up the 1,000 rounds of ammo that I sent with it. Like I said, congratulations. If you win another 1,000 rounds of ammo tonight, I don't know what's going on. I got to check the wheel, see if you haven't tinkered with it. But congratulations again, and congratulations again, Siege Talks, on the 1,000 rounds of ammo. All right, so let's move right along to that next favorite, the Mac 9. Now, the Mac 9, like I said, they came out, and I thought they were pretty nice. But again, I was still stuck in my own little double stack 1911 high-end world. Again, like holding both together, that's where I don't give the other ones a fair shake or fair assessment based on what they're putting out. So, but again, now they have the Mac 9 comp out now.
Yes.
And like I said, I've seen the reviews on it, and like I said, a lot of people are impressed with the Mac 9 comp. It's definitely making some noise right now in the space. Now, are you getting those in anytime in, Frank?
Yes, I have. I've been getting them in, and they've been selling very fast. I mean, people come in and be like, "Oh, look at that! It's a baby XC." That's like the new nickname for it, or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually 100% hate the grip module. Period. That needs to go. They need to change that. I mean, it's $1,000 gun. It's something with 2 mags. Believe it has a plate for a Trijicon footprint with
Yep.
it, but it is the grip module is the only thing I hate about it. Everything else is it's an unbelievable gun. But if you're going to buy it and shoot it, you're going to want to change the grip module. I would say buy it and don't put another 2011 or Staccato or double stack 1911 in your hand. Just buy it, go to the range, shoot it, and then go get a new grip module. Period.
Gotcha.
No.
So what's your thoughts on the Mac 9 and Tisas?
I had the
sorry.
Mac 9. I had the Mac 9 side by side with my Tisas.
Mhm.
And the thing is that they're pretty similar. The only difference I can see, like I would say, like quality wise, it was that the Mac 9 is a bull barrel and the Tisas is not. But I had it side to side and they look so similar. Like, so you pick and choose.
Did you like the grip module on that?
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
So what's your thoughts on the Mac 9, the Tisas armchair? Any thoughts on that? I mean, I got to hold them.
I'm curious about the Mac 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think personally, I don't think I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
Just to be honest. Mainly because I'm a little bit more curious about the gear sign. But I agree with Frank and I agree with Ricky about like the grip module and all that. But again, if it's a project gun or if you just want to get into the space and get that, that's not a bad way to go. It's just going to be harder for some people who have shot more expensive 2011s to go into that. You know, that was like was with the LFA, the Live Free Armory. Just that printed grip module, just kind of like, I don't know. It didn't sit right with me. So I just go that road. But I mean, yeah, I say I've heard good things about it. I would definitely run it if I could get my hands on it.
Okay.
Hey, we might be able to make that happen. You already know.
Say
All right, so,
Say
all
less.
right, so now we're going to shift direction and where things are going next. Like I said, now when this company dropped their double stack 1911, it kind of caught everybody off guard. In my opinion, it caught me off guard. I never thought I would see it. So that's where Stealth Arms came into the picture with the weirdest named gun ever, Platypus, and rightly named Platypus 1911 that takes Glock mags, and that like really shook everything up, in my opinion, in double stack 1911 space. Like I said, I was kind of curious about it, but like I said, I wasn't a fan of the bushing barrel. I'm a bull barrel person, but now they do offer the bull barrel with now the Glock mag. So what's your opinion? I never, when I was out there at SHOT Show with 2A in LA, we did get to shoot the Staccato HD that took the Glock mags, and like I said, it ran great. The grip module was a little bit different. 2A, you can drop your comment on the Staccato HD since we're talking about double stack 1911s that take Glock mags. But like I said, the stealth arms building process or the way you go about designing your own gun, which was very unique. No one really had that out there. They really brought a different game to the market with the designing of your gun with the different colors, FDE. I mean, they just got all crazy colors you can design your gun, all for under probably like $1,600-$1,700, even with the bull barrel. And like now they offer the metal grip with the bull barrel, optic plate, and everything else. So what's your thoughts on that? Who wants to go first on the Platypus?
Platypus.
I'll
never
go
got to-
last.
I never got to shoot it.
I had never had a chance to shoot it either.
Now I was at a competition. Someone was running it at a competition down in Maryland at Black Alpha Tactical, and I forgot his name. God, he's going to kill me. But he said, "Hey, try it out. Rack it, pull the trigger." And seriously, I was impressed with the Platypus, but it just never got on my list to purchase. But like I said, I was impressed with the Platypus. Any comments yet?
So we received one on a customer transfer. I forget where this gentleman purchased the Platypus from. And when I first saw it, I just block mags. I was like, yeah, I'm uninterested in this.
Right.
Put it back on the counter, and he'll be in to pick it up. And he picked the gun up, and then he came back 2 days later because we were closed on Sunday. He came back. He's picked it up on a Saturday. I remember Sunday we're closed. Monday he comes back and says he wants to send it back because it didn't work. And we got a second one in, and a guy had it for a couple weeks, and he brought it back, and he wanted to send it back again. So, from the retail standpoint, I was uninterested in carrying that firearm at the time. Now you're hearing really good things about it. Again, I haven't had a chance to shoot it. I haven't seen another one for a while now, but just listening to customers talk to each other about their guns and different parts of their collection and how they see their collection growing. Um, a lot of people saying they like it. You know what I mean? And I'm actually shocked by that because, a gun in this platform that takes anything outside of the regular double stack 1911 style mags, people tend to not like if you go to the OA defense guns with the sig mags, you know what I mean? Hey, it's a great shooting gun. I mean, Mike, you reviewed it. You didn't really love it or whatever, but people just couldn't get their minds around putting a sig mag and 2311 or 20, whatever you want to call it, style gun. And I didn't see that actually being something that the stealth arms could pull off, being as though they were such, a young company. But I mean, I'm starting to get swayed towards it,
Right.
to be all honest with you, because again, as they say, variety is the spice of life. You know what I mean? And you got to have something for everybody. And there are more people out here with Glock 17 magazines than probably any other gun outside of 1911 and the Beretta 92. I mean, these mags are just, you could probably walk down any street in Philadelphia and there's going to be at least 3 to 350 Glock mags on that block in different houses because that's how common they are. And
Yeah.
I think this gun, for the guys who really like the reliability of the Glock mag and want to get into this space, they're going to love this gun. I mean, I need to give it a second chance or even a third chance or whatever to actually get some rounds down range on it. So when someone comes inside the shop, I can better explain what it is that I like about it and what I dislike about it and what they should expect from spending. I mean, MSRP is 1725, so I mean I'm gonna probably come in lower than that or whatever. But it's just where how can I say? I judged it based off of two different customers and how they felt about it, and I was just like, I'm uninterested. But now I'm actually changing my mind towards it because I think it could be a big deal because everybody's chasing after a fresh new look at double stack 1911 style gun, and I'll leave it there.
All right, so yeah, Dave, that's his name. He's the one that had the platypus, and like I said, he had the bushing barrel one and the bull barrel one, if I believe. And like I said, I seen him run it, and it ran great in the competition. I know he outscored me. He was really good. But yeah, like I said, I was impressed with it, but I just had other guns on my list buying, so I never like got into that line of guns I was going to purchase.
And to be honest, Mike, like with the platypus, it was like the first generation of the gun that I'm talking about. So they probably made improvements. I mean, since they actually first released it. So I'm not going to be negative towards stealth arms or the platypus as a platform. What I'm saying is that from the initial experiences with it, it was a lot of negative feedback. And then, like I said, now when you're listening to customers talk about it, because we don't carry it, they might have ordered it somewhere else and picked it up somewhere else or whatever, and they come and speak on it. And I'm like, oh man, maybe I should give this gun a second look. And like I said, even a third. And maybe we need to start carrying that particular firearm in stock because again someone's going to come in and they may only have $2,000 to spend. Well, if you could get that platypus and you already have a bunch of Glock mags or whatever, so you're saving yourself $85 or whatever it is for a Staccato mag or Nighthawk mag, Atlas mag or whatever, the MBX mag. You could just run it with the mags you have at home already. Now you could spend that money on ammo and train. I'm always going to say that. Shoot your guns. And these guns allow you to do that.
That's true. All right, guys, before we move on to next one, another giveaway. Next giveaway is going to be I'm not going to show anything. I ain't jinxing nothing. But the next one's going to be a Olight Butler Pro R Tac Light. This has 1350 lumens. Just going to open the box and take another look at it. Yeah, and this one has the laser laser on it as well. So this is the next member giveaway. You probably won't get the one I have. I'm probably going to ship out to a brand spanking new one. So, but just to let you know, that's the box. Show you that. So I won't send you a new one. I won't send you a used one. I'll send you a brand new one. But just want to give you an idea of what that looks like. So, all right. So the Olight is the next one on the wheel. So let's see who's going to get this one. Whoop, sorry, guys. I got to redo that. I apologize. Got to share the screen. All right, so I did spin it. All right, so I'm going to let that one hold because I did spin it. So bust them guns. You won the Olight Bellard Pro Tac Light. I will have a new one shipped out to you. I won't send this used one to you. So congratulations to Bust Them Guns. BTG, my man, thanks for being a member. Yeah, so there are two more giveaways for tonight before we shut down. But congratulations to Bust Them Guns. Send me your info, my email address. I'll post that again before the live is over. Let me stop sharing. All right, cool. So yeah, send me your info, your address, and I'll have that shipped out to you by early next week. All right, so taking names here. BTG. So I'm just making sure I have my notes right. There we go. All right, so the next one that's up, and I got to hold this one at SHOT Show, and this is another one that holds Glock mags and coming in at, in my opinion, a good price. Is the Fusion Firearms X Pro. Now, I didn't know it was going to be that. I mean, that gun is well built. I mean, it's solid. The grip is nice. The slide to frame fit is on point. And I think 2A in LA may have this or had an opportunity to shoot it. But another one that takes Glock mags. Like I said, it may be on my list maybe later on this year. But so what's your thoughts on this next iteration of double stack 1911s that takes Glock mags?
It's the wave of the future, my brother. I'm just, eventually everybody's going to end up doing. They're just going to start playing catch up. I mean, it looks great. It reminds me of the Apollo 11, just off the initial, just like quick take, especially the two-tone one. Um, I'm very interested in it, and I would like to shoot it and talk to some people about it to see how they feel about it. I haven't seen one in person yet, but just reading some blogs about it or whatever, and just a couple YouTube videos. I can't say anything bad about it personally. Like you said, it looks good. I didn't make it out the SHOT Show this year. I will be out there next year though for sure, and I hope to actually get one before then. You know what I mean? Maybe one of our distributors will just pop up with it, and I'm just going to go ahead and just purchase it, and let's just see what happens. I mean, more than likely, if I get it, I'm gonna shoot it, and then I'm gonna call the armchair operator up on the phone, like, "Hey, come get this gun and do a review for me, and tell me what you think or whatever," because I don't do reviews. You know what I mean? But that's just my plans for it. As soon as I get my chance to get one in shop, we're going to fire it, and then we're going to call him up and he'll do a quick video on it, and I'll let him speak for us when it comes to that. If you're cool with that, my brother, I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm good with it.
Yeah, there you go.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah. And
But
appreciate that last video too, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
all right, so that's my opinion is what's next. And like I said, I guess the next iteration of guns coming out of the factories, of course, are the comp ported guns. And the most anticipated one, in my opinion, is going to be the Bull Armory Pro Comp. That's going to drop late this year, December. Like I said, I think that was, if not the best, but the most standout gun out there. People were waiting to see and to hold the rack and everything and just fill it out. And like I said, I was impressed with it. Like I said, I'm impressed with the TAC Pro that I have. I mean, to be honest with you, really didn't need any modifications. I just did that because I wanted to do something different. But that gun right out the box is just amazing. So Bull Armory, if you're watching this, man, you guys need to get a distributor, Bunker Gun Shop, please get a distributor.
I'm just going to say the Bull Armory. I mean, honestly, I'm taking at least 7 calls a day. Hey, you got any Bull Armory? Oh, we saw that, Mike did a review on a Bull Armory. Can you get them? Do you have them in stock? And I'm like, oh, no, you got to buy them from, online and, be in the desert and pray for rain. I hope you get it at this point. You know what I mean? But I definitely would love to carry their products. I hope to one day have them. But like I said, we'll just see what happens. I mean, that's not going to be a budget gun, Mike. You know that, like I know
Oh
that.
no, it's not. But
You know what I mean? And this whole cost-effective space, out of all the guns that we're talking about, I don't think that there's a gun better than the Live Free Army Apollo 11.
no,
That's just my personal opinion.
I never had a chance to shoot it, but
Mhm.
Frank is convincing me now to shoot it.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm
but
just
I
saying.
must,
I
but
just
I
think it
must
is.
say, but I must say the Bull Armory, even the Pro Comp, if they're going to keep the price the same, last time I looked on their website, it's coming under $3,000. And like I said, if Bull Armory gets a metal grip at some point,
Oh wow!
uh, that's going to be insane. I'm telling you that gun's just going to be. I don't know. I just like. I love Bull Armory. I got the Bull Armory Tac Pro. I got the Ultralights. I got the one that Ricky loves, the SAS 2
Woo!
Air.
Oh,
Mhm.
that gun is crazy.
You know, and also the now I actually sold my UR Shorty and I regretted it the very next day because they discontinued it, and that would have been a true collector
Hmm.
piece. So I had to go out and buy the UR full size that they still sell. So, but like I said, Bull Armory is just a great firearm. You can't sleep on them. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, 2850 for the Pro Comp for Bull Armory. Uh, but like I said, the wave, the next generation of double stack 1911s are going to be the more budget friendly, cost effective guns out there. And like I said, it's people like myself, 2A and LA are going to go in that direction. Get away. Like I said, we're still collectors at the end of the day. We still love the high end, low end. Not saying low end as a negative. I'm just saying more cost effective 2011s and see what they bring to the table and give a fair assessment and just uh, remove ourselves from that higher end space and look at these more cost effective guns as the way to go for people just to look. If you buy Prodigy, if you buy Mac 9, what can you do to it? If you spend $800-900, no, $200-300 for a new grip, $200-300 for new internals, new trigger. I mean, and sometimes that's all it takes. And like Rick said,
Yeah.
he upgraded with a full length guide rod, and you're probably just dropping another $600-700 in there, and you don't have to do it all at one time. That's the thing about these modifications.
Absolutely.
Get the
Uh,
grip. Like I said, I haven't swapped out a grip yet. I know Rick has. I know Frank can knock that out, but I may give it a shot one day.
yeah. I'm going to say this about this space with these new budget friendly guns. Maybe a year or two ago, Chris and I were having lunch and we were talking about it, and we had Nighthawk, Staccato. We were getting some Atlases trickling in here and there or whatever. And then you had your higher end 1911s, your Wilsons, your Ed Browns, and all that. But when you go back to the double stack 2011 style guns, we were trying to figure out what would be next. Well, what would be the next biggest thing? And then you did a video with one of those masterpieces, and then you did the Coastline Arms or whatever. So
Mhm.
we looked at it and we're like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let's go this route or whatever. And don't get me wrong, like the masterpiece took off. It is what it is. Like they have a fantastic product, and I think they know it too because the prices are starting to go up a little bit. Um, Ghost Light made a great product also or whatever, but with this new space of more budget friendly double stack 2011 guns has really opened up the market. I mean, and between the different grip modules, like you said, the customization or whatever, you can make the gun your own. And that is a big deal or whatever, because right now when you go to the range, if you have one guy shooting, say he's shooting a staccato C2, and another guy
Mhm.
is shooting a P, another guy maybe have an XL and an XC or whatever. You know what I mean? There's just like these guys are looking at their guns like, oh, we got the same gun, it's just one is bigger than the other, and this one has a comp. But in these new spaces or whatever, it allows you to You know, like back in the day when you used to customize your car, you painted it the color you wanted to be. You didn't
Yeah.
leave it the same color it came from the factory. And then, you know, they sold three more cars that same day with the exact same color, and everybody just looked the same riding up and down the street. These guns allow you to be unique. And this is what this gun world, this space needed to be a more uniqueness to it or whatever. And to shows people creativity. And I mean, you know, as a person who, when you trade in the gun to me after you've done all this crazy work to it, you're definitely not going to get what you put into it out of it when you go to trade it in. But when you also make these guns unique like that, you made them because you wanted to keep them for a
Exactly.
lifetime. And I think that this is a great space for that. You know, I mean, what is one thing that everybody loves about the Gen 3 Glocks? Because they're so modular. There's so much out there you could do to this gun. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
could you can make it anything you want to make it. Even, I mean, I know right now Sega's getting a bad rap or whatever, but with that fire control group, you could take that 320 compact and make it a full size. You can make it anything you want. There's so many parts out there. I mean, I have a 320 M18 with the Wilson grip module on it. I've never had a
Mm.
problem with that gun. You know what I mean? But a lot of people, you know, talk negative about it. But these guns, excuse me, allow you to be your own person. You know what I mean? And they also allow you to do it without losing your warranty, like some other companies that we're not going to name right now.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Uh,
just saying, just being honest.
all right, guys, I want to get two more giveaways in before we shut down. We're going on an hour and a half. All right, so I removed the two winners already, so you can't double up. I apologize. All right, so the next giveaway,
¿Qué le pasa?
we got Team Blacksmith got a little connection with Sealy Optics. Like I said, I have a Sealy Optic, the Wolf X Pro on my Desert Eagle 50 AE, and I'm telling you that thing holds up to the 50 AE. And I put that thing underwater, submerged it for like 2 or 3 minutes. That thing still works. And
Yep.
I thought that thing was going to shatter after 8 rounds on the 50 AE, and that thing held up. And I'm telling you, the Wolf X Pro, I love it. I'm starting to venture off and see how the other products work. But the next one that's up is their Chameleon SR S8. And I can show this because it's not a gun. And
Yeah, that's a
you will be getting this one.
That's a
This
great
is
optic.
the red dot. And like I said, I put this on my, which one did I put this on? I put this on my upgraded Prodigy by Skip's Guns, and I'm going to run that this weekend and see how that works out. But like I said, these are some great optics. So big ups to Sealy for dropping this one. So the Sealy optic is next, the Chameleon SRS8. All right, so we're going to spin that wheel one more time here. Let me share that. All right, so here we go. Our next giveaway. Oh, all right, Nicholas Kelly, winner of the Sealy Optic. Now that's an RMR footprint. Unfortunately, it does not come with a plate. But like I said, you can go to CNH Precision, get a plate from them. I wish I could supply a plate, but unfortunately, I cannot. So big ups to Nicholas Kelly. Send me your info to my email. I don't think I have your info. So if you're still on, Nick, drop me your info. Hopefully you'll go back to this. Is he still on? Nicholas? I've seen him earlier. Okay.
Hey, Mike, you know what? I'm going to say it's cost effective 2011 double stack 2011 gun that we forgot about.
What's
And
that?
it's not that it's super cheap, but for the money, that Kimber 2K11 is a gem.
Oh man.
Oh
Yes.
my
It's a
God, that
gem
one is
for
so
for the
sexy.
price. For
Listen,
That
for
one is
for,
sexy,
for
bro.
the I
listen.
mean, for the price, this gun is amazing. I mean, I'm telling you, that's another gun I cannot keep in stock at all. You know, Every time one comes in, it's going out because we have a list of people who are waiting for it to come in. And for what was it, 2100 or 2150 or whatever, it is worth every dime. Like, I mean, you're actually, in my opinion, getting a $3,000+ gun for
Hold on, you sold it to
2150 or
me.
whatever.
You sold it to me for $4,000. What do you? What? Hold
Yeah,
on.
get the hell
Nah,
out.
that's what you got.
You know what I mean? But that
Now,
I couldn't believe it that Kimber was able to pull that off. I mean,
yeah,
it's unbelievable. But that is going to be, in my opinion, a budget friendly double stack 1911.
I
yeah,
agree.
it is. And I know I was a little over the top with my review of it. With yeah, I wanted to have fun with that, but that I was extremely impressed with Kimber. That 2K11 is just, yeah, it's that gun, and I may be coming in for that 45 in the black model. But yeah, I'm sold on Kimber now. I had two in the past that I never did a review on. I actually showed. They were single stacks, and like I said, they were okay. But like I said, the double stack now, they came out with that KDS9, the CDS9, 2011, 1911 ish kind of double stack, but really didn't
Yeah.
pull me in. But
I'm sold on it.
yeah,
100% sold on that gun.
it is definitely the truth. Definitely the truth. All right, so I'm start going down a different road. We're gonna kind of shift back into some of the higher priced guns. Not
Okay.
saying that they're better, but like now, Rick, you got to shoot my Legion Precision at our last IGP match past Saturday. Now, Legion Precision, they're out there. Like I said, in my opinion, they came out the gate just right with their models, and especially the Chirac that I got, and I know 2LA has a Chirac. But in your opinion, Rick, how was that comparison to just not all the other guns, but how did that gun feel when you shot that in the competition?
I can say, I shoot, I shoot a couple of I would say like more expensive 2011, 1911 double stack. But hey, let me tell you that Legion Precision is crazy, Mike. I love it. The way
Mhm.
that the cycles is super fast. Like it's a flat shooter. Definitely, it's a flat shooter. I
Yes.
I really love it. The way that they design the grip is not like super aggressive, but it's aggressive enough to hold to your hands. And man, that gun is amazing. That's a really fun gun to shoot.
Yeah. Like I said, it's hard, and that's the one thing about these new gun manufacturers coming out. They come out with a great gun, but they cannot keep up with demand. And I do respect them when they can't keep up with demand. They kind of shut things down instead of, hey, let's try to keep up with demand and cut cost on quality. I hate. I'd rather see them say, hold on, let's pull back, regroup, let's get a larger facility, better production, set up so we can meet demand. So I think I hate bringing them up. And like I said, this is my own personal view on Watchtower. Like I said, I really wasn't impressed at SHOT Show with it. I know 2LA got some serious upgrades to his, and I'm impressed with his models. But the base models that they came out with, I wasn't really sold on it. Now, the Bunker Gun Shop, they did have one in inventory. I got to fill that one, and that one actually felt really good. And I was like, why couldn't they be consistent with the quality and control coming
Yeah.
out the door instead of these one-off models that, hey, this is great, but this one's not. But 2NLA got a connection with Covert. You got the Covert model, which is nice. But like I said, overall, these double stack 1911s coming out in the market are like I said, I know I had this title before with the Masterpiece Arms, but they are the game changers coming out for 2025. They're making an impact. So we don't go into 2 hours. Closing remarks before I do my last giveaway. Armchair operator, what's your so for 2025, what is your pick going into this year? Your gun that you was more impressed with anything else and that you have right now?
You mean 2011s or just in
Any
general?
in general.
I really
Nothing's
have
off.
a whole lot of guns this year.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably, well, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. Honey Badger, hence the reason why I was trading stuff back in. Just to let everybody know. I'm trying to get more into the long gun space. That was one of the reasons why I went and got that. But there's a few of them that I'm curious about. So like I'm hearing things about the MC9 Prime. Curious about the Match X because I really want to do a bougie versus budget battle with that with the XC. But it's kind of early now, man. Yeah, it just started. Like that's a question that I could better answer in December. But right now, it's got to be my little PDW.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Hold on, I just got a question here. I want to make sure I'm being fair with my giveaways. Oh, okay. All right. So, listen, guys, I am going to do another gun giveaway. Another gun in my. It's not going to be double stack 1911. I'm just saying that now. That I'm looking through my guns and yeah, that's not going to be a double stack 1911. But I will be making some shorts on the next gun giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. And this gun should be on every roster, every list, and every state. Like I said, if I cannot ship it to you directly to your FFL, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, because I got the Bunker Gun Shop as my FFL doing the shipping for me, so it has to be on the up and up. And I'm sorry, guys, I just don't do backdoor loopholes and all that other stuff. I just gotta keep it 100 when I'm doing these gun giveaways. Like I said, I have an LLC. The Bunker Gun Shop has an LLC. Frank, he's trying to do some things, and a lot of things we just can't do to jeopardize our LLCs and our individual businesses, personally our livelihoods, that we're trying to get into. Just so someone can get a gun. So just know that I'm gonna try to pick a gun that I can ship to any state. So I can keep it fair across the board. Siege Talks, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so for myself, my gun going into 2025, and I'm telling you, look, Masterpiece Arms, like I love every gun in my collection, but Masterpiece Arms is like really hitting it on the nail for me. Kimber 2K11 is right behind that, but for what you get from Masterpiece Arms, that's definitely my gun for 2025. What about you? What about you, Rick? We'll say Frank for the best for last.
Okay.
I will say the Kimber 2K11, man. That caught my attention a lot.
I'll bring it this Sunday. I'll bring it out this Sunday. So
oh, hey, there you go.
I'll bring it out this Sunday.
That's what we're talking about, man.
124 grains.
we'll just send me a list of guns. We'll go out there and have some fun, man. What guns you want me to bring out? We'll bring your guns too. I want to see that Honey Badger.
Oh, hey, there you go. There you go.
I definitely want to do that. All right, Frank Bank. Now you see them all come in, go out, come in.
Oh yeah, he got more opportunity than us to see it.
All right, so I want to hear yours. You can have 2 or 3 on the list since you have so many.
No. So to be honest with you, I was already blessed this year by one of the crew members over at the Bunker Gun Shop 2 in Chalfont. For a very long time, I was looking for a 1911 A1 with the light rail, the professional model from the Springfield Custom Shop or whatever. They shut it down. This gun was discontinued. It was actually the FBI hostage rescue team 45, and my guy Colin got one from me. I called him on a Monday, and by Friday, somebody was trading the gun in, and I was like, I gotta have it or whatever. And I got to shoot it for the first time this past Sunday, and I fell in love with it, and that was my gun that I had been searching for, and I don't see another gun surpassing that for me this year. I mean, it was something that I had been chasing for years. And every time I saw one, it was all beat up or something like that. And this one came in pristine condition, and the price was right. So, shout out to the Bunker Gun Shop too in Chalfont. You know what I mean? They get a lot of crazy, rare guns traded in up there. Actually, more than I do down in Warminster right now. But my man Colin came through for me big time. My gun was dated April 17th, 2018. It was just unbelievable gun. I put it on my story a couple weeks ago. Excuse me, not even a couple weeks ago, like a week ago, when he first told me he got it in stock. And like I said, that is the gun for me. Mike, I know you don't really like the single stack 1911s, but that those are my guns. You know what I mean? I got the full rail operator the first week of January, something I had been chasing for a while also. But this particular gun was everything to me. And now that I have it, I don't see myself buying another handgun this year. um, I'm more of a rifle guy, to be honest with you. I'm just going to continue to build up my SR-15 right now so I can get it to exactly where I need it to be. And then maybe look towards a SR-30 from Nice Armament or SR-25 if one happens to come in. And you know what I mean? I don't buy anything new, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. One thing I almost missed. With these cost-effective, budget-friendly guns, there's always the mem parts that that always sneaks their way somehow into the higher price double stack 1911s. I believe the Kimber 2K11 they have a slide stop, and a safety on theirs. I think that's the only mem parts that they have. So there's always controversy. Oh, mem parts,
Mm.
does it really reduce the quality of the gun itself? In my opinion, there's all different types of mem parts that's out there. I don't really think it really makes a big difference depending on the quality of the mem parts. Uh, oh, we all know what mem parts are, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's the question. MIM, MIM, metal injected moldings. So a lot of the parts in some of the 2011s, you may have the disconnector, you may have not the hammer itself, but the piece that holds the hammer. You may have some of the safeties. You may even have the slide stop or slide release as a MIM part. You can only do so many MIM parts in a double stack 1911. But when you get into like the SIGs and the Glocks and all that other stuff, you can do more MIM parts in those platforms. So drop some comments. Let me know what you feel about MIM parts. Major Havoc, I definitely want to hear you weigh in on MIM parts when it comes to double stack 1911s. I know Staccato, I don't believe they don't use any MIM parts. They just are who they are. But again, the lower end, more cost-effective guns, there's a guarantee that majority of the parts that they have are MIM parts. So, but that's my opinion. That really doesn't change the quality of the gun. It depends on the MIM part, what it's made with. They're all different types out there. So,
Hey, Mike, I forgot to tell you I did something last week. Well, actually, I did it this weekend, right? And
mhm.
you're going to be shocked about this, and I forgot to tell you this. But while we're on this, you'll find this funny. Like, remember you're talking about like guns that you really were looking for getting this year,
Yeah.
looking to purchase. Well,
Oh boy.
I did end up grabbing the Atlas Nemesis GT5, and I had it. And I was like, yeah, when we go to the meetup, this is going to be the gun. You know what I mean? I'm going to shoot it and all that. But you know what I did? I put the bunker first and I sold it or whatever because a very, very good friend of the shop walked in and he said, I'm here to buy Atlas. And I had a Nemesis. I know, excuse me, I had a Titan and that Nemesis or whatever. It was one of 35 or whatever, and he made me an offer that I could not say no to. Shout out to him, he knows who he is. But
It wasn't
gave
me.
it. I gave it up, brother. I gave it up, but I got blessed, like I said, because the Springfield came in. So you know what I mean. It was what it was. But that was a gun that I was also chasing. That it popped up and then it poof, it's gone. So we're not
I
gonna get
might,
a chance to shoot it in Atlanta this summer, but maybe another one to show up.
I might have to remove you after all that, man. I have to ban you from my lives, man.
Yeah,
Relationship's over, brother. Relationship is
that was
over.
that. Listen, when I tell you this, a good friend of the shop and a good friend of me, and he said it, and I was like, hold on, let me go to the safe, let me get it out, and I
Ooh,
mean, he was
that,
already pulling out the credit card and was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'm like, damn, I didn't
man.
even, whatever I said, he was gonna pay it. It was what
You
it
would have had
was.
a bidding war if I was in there, man. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
all good, man.
It's
Like I
going
said,
now.
I hear you. I hear you. Let me
Yeah,
get myself together here because that would have been like the cherry on top of my Atlas collection.
yeah,
But
yeah.
look, man, when you get another one, just call me. I'll be up there to grab it if you're not going to put it in your collection. Hey, I do got that 45.
I know. That's what I was hoping to trade for after this week, after the trip to Atlanta. I was like, oh man, right after we come back, I'm like, we're gonna make that swap and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
good. Or when I finally get that 45, I've been asking you for a few years now, but it had to go, brother. It had
I
bunker
understand.
first.
I
I had to put
understand.
the bunker first.
I understand.
You know?
Let's see. All right, guys. The last giveaway for tonight, member giveaway, all member giveaways. And we're going to shut it down for the night. Another. What's that over there in the corner? Another 1,000 rounds of 124 grain ammo. Another 1,000 rounds to the next member. All right, so this will be the last giveaway for tonight. Congratulations to the members that already won. I'll have that shipped out as quickly as possible. For the ammunition, that'll be coming directly from wherever I get it from, have it shipped out directly to you. So if you're a winner, please drop your information to my email address so I can have that all the stuff shipped out to you. All right, so here, hold on, make sure I don't have people doubling up on me. Get some names out. Fair to take them out. Yeah. Okay. All right. So last giveaway for tonight. All right. Here we go. 1,000 rounds of ammo is going to. Oh, Tim Millie Mondo. Congratulations, man. I believe I have your info already, so I'm gonna have that shipped out to you. All right, so I'm officially broke for this week. Yeah, I'm broke for this week. All right, so my next, I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my lives, but I'm gonna try to do giveaways on all my lives, so everyone can go out there, have fun, do what you do, love what you do, enjoy what you do. And like I said, that's what Team Blacksmith is all about. Like I said, we're in the midst of bringing our community together even closer, especially on the East Coast. And we're going to spread out, like I said, even further with sponsorships, promotions, coordinating with R and Tactical. We're going to bring in the armchair operator, of course, my man Frank from the Bunker Gun Shop. Listen, guys, if you haven't checked out anybody's Instagram or YouTube channel, please go check these guys out. Show them some love, watch their reviews. I'm telling you, it's a wide range of guns that they're doing reviews on. And like I said, that's what we need in this space. It's not flexing. But like I said, if you can get a firsthand, honest opinion, like I said, Frank and the Bunker Gun Shop, Chris, they are my sponsors. But when they give me a gun or give me something to test, I'm going to give you an honest opinion on. Like I said, I got the Infinities. I had issues with Infinities. I put that out there. Infinity didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. They promised me that, hey, thanks for the great review on the one I did, any gun you want, just let us know. We'll build it for you when they switch to their different platform. And I did a review about this problem I had with it. That went right out the door. I'm like, okay. They said, nah, we're not going to do that for you. Sorry. But like I said, it's these guys right here are going to give you honest feedback about the guns they review. Like I said, I don't need sponsors with guns. They don't need sponsors with guns. And Frank, yes, he sells guns, but he's going to give you an honest review on the guns that he brings into the shop. And like I said, the one thing I love about the Bunker Gun Shop, when you walk through that door, you just don't get a gun in your hand. You get experience, knowledge, expertise behind the gun they're putting in your hands. If it doesn't work for you, it's not going to be in your hands. That's what I love about the Bunker Gun Shop, and that's what Frank and his team, along with Chris, the owner, brings to the table that really no gun shop really does. They say, hey, here's a gun, go buy it. Here it is. Just give me your credit card, swipe it. You pass the background check. All right, see you later. So if you're not getting that when you go to a gun shop and you're just being farmed out, here's the gun, see you later, that's not what you want. Like Frank said, regardless of the type of gun you buy, it could be $600 up to $10,000. If you don't have the basic fundamentals of how to shoot a gun and how to manipulate a gun, you're really putting yourself at risk, putting a lot of people at risk around you. Just don't pick up a gun and think, hey, I got it all under control. I watched this video. This guy right here, those are the mistakes I was making in the very beginning. Feels I can buy a $4,000 or $5,000 gun and think I can go to the range and beat John Wick. Far from it. So, like I said, when I got Frank into my world and Ricky into my world and all the other guys on the team Blacksmith, really showed me the importance of proper training when it comes to handling a firearm, no matter which one you have. So always take that. Always take that information as very important to get the proper training, regardless of the type of gun you have. Like I said, spend your money the way you want to spend your money.
Exactly.
You want to spend $10,000 on the gun, if you got it, go ahead and do it. You only live once. Tomorrow's not promised. Enjoy your life with what you have. Do what you want. People's going to have their opinions on what you do. Everyone's going to have an opinion. You can be doing everything right. Like I said, I can give away 10,000 rounds of ammo tonight, but someone's going to find something wrong with what I'm doing.
Exactly.
And like I said, get away from the opinions of others. Do what you want. As long as you're not out there hurting nobody with what you're doing and bringing something to the table about gun knowledge, gun experience. And like I said, when Armchair Operator, Frank and Ricky at RN Tactical do gun reviews, they out there giving the training. Take that for what it is. That's very important. So live your life. Do what you want to do. If you got the money, spend it. Just don't sell your house or your car or your kids or anything like that to get that gun, and everything's good. But enjoy your life and do what you want to do. Like I said, tomorrow's not promised. So that's just my final words of wisdom, if you want to call that, my experience with my life in general. But all right, so Armchair Operator, thank you, man. I'll be seeing you this Sunday. RN Tactical, my man Ricky, day one, number one. Appreciate you, man, for joining. Thanks for the feedback. And as always, the one and only Frank Bank. Look, guys, if you're ever in Warminster, if you're not going by the Bunker Gun Shop, why are you in Pennsylvania? Why are you? Look, you got to stop by the Bunker Gun Shop. Check those guys out, what they have. You won't find anywhere else on the East Coast in Pennsylvania or the Philadelphia area. So check those guys out. So thank you again for your team support of the team, support of the channel. Goes without saying, you guys are the best. Grateful to have you in my life, along with everyone else that I connect with. And like I said, every comment that you make, I respond to it. I want to have a personal connection with everybody that I get in touch with personally or on the social media space. So thank you for your support. Thank you to the winners. I'll have that stuff shipped out to you as quickly as possible. If you haven't sent over your info, please send it to my either IG or my email address. And as always, this is Mr. Blacks and Team Blacksmith with my team, Armchair Operator, RN Tactical, my man Ricky, and the one and only Frank Bank from the Bunker Gun Shop. All right, guys. All right, that's it for tonight. I will end the live. BTG, thank you, sir. Thomas, I'll be talking to you this weekend, my man. Agent 2 down, thanks again. I can go shout outs for another hour, so I will cut it short here. All right, guys, thanks again. I will end the stream. And as always, like, share, subscribe. Join this team. We're out.
We're out.
Yep.
Easy.